works, but whatever.
I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, it is YBW versus 4Play. What? Why is that the name of the lobby?
Is it really?
Yeah. I guess I was expecting the team name, but this works too.
Huh.
Good old Ukraine being
Interesting.
ripped.
Is emailing me the password. It is
I
top
should
secret.
buy Dota Plus. Nah, I already have too many subscriptions. You playing Burning Crusade, Notorius?
I am actually not a WoW player. My buddies tried to get me to play so much.
Oh. That's funny, I figured you were.
My buddy says I would love it, but I have committed, let's see, almost closing in on 10,000 hours on Dota.
So Dota's the only game that you play?
Um, yes and no. I take breaks every now and then if there's something that I like coming out. Most recently I played the what is it, Horizon Zero Dawn. I actually really liked that game. It was pretty fun.
There's a sequel coming out for PS5, right?
Yeah, the Forbidden or for something Horizon, something I know what it is, but I've seen it. It looks pretty cool. If they put it on PC, I'll definitely probably
I
get
think
it.
it
'Cause I enjoyed the
is.
heck out of that game.
I think it's coming out on PC.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that though. The last news I heard, I thought it was coming out on PC, but
The Biomutant game looks pretty cool too, but I haven't have you seen the previews and stuff for that?
no,
That
I
released
have not.
recently, I think. It's like some weird game. It's like you're like a little like squirrel looking character, and you just kind of like jump around, do like kung fu, and fly around and stuff. But
Who makes this?
it's some new company. Let's see, Biomutant. It is made by
THQ Nordic.
yeah.
Weird. Oh god, I'm just gonna play with sound.
Got a 6 out of 10 on Steam. Feels so.
This looks kind of cool though. You like build your character or something?
Yeah, and you can like find stuff going around. It seemed pretty cool on the
Cool.
thing. I don't know because I know like usually when new games come out, if they're not like 100% optimized, people, they just kill the ratings. But it seemed pretty cool from the things that I've looked at.
A lot of the complaints are just that there's not enough stuff there.
Yeah.
Underwhelming.
Can you link your stream? Sorry, one of our players needs more time.
Yeah,
I will put it in there. I got it.
like way too
It
many
is
times.
in the title too. Yeah, I'm actually a big board game player, so I do play like I've actually just started playing D&D and stuff like that, but
Just started.
big like yeah, I'm a big like Gloomhaven fan. I don't know if you know that board game. It's fairly popular, but if you don't play a lot
No.
of board games, you might not know.
I mean, I do. I'm more of a Catan pandemic kind of guy.
Yeah. We usually have a board game night like every 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks, something like that.
I
But
wish I had people to play board games with in person. Everybody that I know that I used to play board games with are like hours away. So
yeah,
it's rough.
my best friend lives like an hour and so away, but he makes the drive out here, and my girlfriend plays, and some of my coworkers. So starting to grow that. I actually got a new one called Madara that I paid way too much money for, but
Do you go to Gen Con?
I do not. But uh, this game that I had just bought, it's pretty expensive for a board game. The base game, I forget what the base game was. It was like,
Dude,
and it's
brand
they
new
break
board
it up
games
in
are
like
like
acts.
$100, $200 though. From like if you ever go to
Yeah,
a decent board game store, which I mean you can find one in probably any city. Um,
yeah,
your brand new board games are going to be pretty expensive. I was surprised by that when I first started looking at it.
yeah. Depending on the board game, because you can get some like smaller, like family friendly ones and stuff. Which I've got a collection of those too for like just like random scenarios and stuff. But this one that I got, I think I ended up paying like $230 for. So hurt the old wallet, but
Probably get a ton of stuff with it. Like if you're trying to buy Catan Game of Thrones, that's like 150, $100 or whatever it is.
yeah.
Also, Visions are P5 roster change already approved by USS Bob. Recent as
Is
of
Visions the 5 release guy?
recent as of when?
Um, I they scrimmed us with that guy the other day. Um,
There needs to be like a channel for roster changes in the Discord. I think that'd be super useful.
yes, that would.
Where is the suggestions channel? God damn it, Guam. Hold on, let me just ping a random admin that's on USS Guam. Where is suggestions channel? Please. You need it. There, whatever.
Yeah, but like pre-COVID and stuff too, we had like there's like I forget what app it was. There's some app on the phone, and we basically like would go to this guy's house and like he invites people over, and he's been doing it for like the last like 30 or 40 years. But we play board games and stuff over there. It's pretty cool because they had like a couple different games going on. So, but that all obviously stopped with the
The DMs? What does that even mean?
DMs.
Dungeon
Oh, the
Master?
direct. Oh, he's saying where suggestions. The suggestions. He's saying to DM him the
Oh,
suggestions.
what the fuck? That's not how that works.
I
Whack.
think Chris is in the chat. What up, Chris? You got 15 years. This should be a pretty fun game. Logical taking on the MD2L team.
I suck at
I'm
Catan.
curious. I'm curious to see how the role swap thing's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Everyone DM USS Guam and ask him to make a suggestions channel in the Discord.
Dude, that's like the easiest thing to have. It's just like, hey, do you guys discuss
Don't let
about
us
ways
down, chat.
to make our league better? I am Divine 1, it's okay. That's still decently high. It's not too bad. Well, not decently high, but
I am also about to be Divine 1, so if I'm not already.
it's fine. I'm only Divine 3, so that's why I say it's not decently high.
Yeah.
I still feel dwarfed, but
Oh, I've had a massive drop. I was like at like 2,500 playing with like a bunch of pros and stuff, and now I'm playing with like close to sometimes ancient players, and I'm like, oh gosh.
yeah, I'm middling out at about 5K, so
I was, and now I've teetered. I was like, then I was going between 4.8, 4.9, and now I'm down to, I don't know if to say this on stream, 4760. Been rough, but I am definitely looking forward to this matchup. I think I know 3 of the players on the Dire side, and I've scrimmed MD2L twice already, so.
MD2L rejects twice as in two BO2s, or
It was, well, the first time we did a BO2, and then the second one we did a BO3.
it's a lot of Dota.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good for
They've
scrimming
been
though.
Yeah, they've been a pretty good scrim partner. We won pretty handily the first 2 games, and then the best of 3 that we did the other night, we were kind of tired, but I think we went 1-2 or something like that. So
Yeah, it is one of the things I wish I could follow. Tiny. Okay, my cat's clawing at me. Sprainer. Where's the spray bottle? Anyway, there's one thing I wish I could look more into on League of Legends because I think one of the beneficial things towards most teams is just having a consistent scrim partner. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a blank slate to just continue running things at and seeing how you've improved or how you can change things. But
Oh yeah.
I don't get to see the meta changes behind the scenes, unfortunately. I just have to go on what I'm casting. So, and what I watch, of course.
I'm curious to see if anyone was watching the content show right before we did this series to see if Clockwork or AA get like first phase, because we kind
Clockwork
of
feels
touched on that.
super strong. Or not Clockwork. Clockwork feels like he always has, so probably first phase. AA feels super strong right now.
Yeah.
Like, even in
He's
pubs, you really
pretty.
don't even need much communication to just be like, hey, I'm going to throw my ulti here.
Yeah, or it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna click this off laner and not aggro creeps the entire time.
Yeah. It's great. AA is incredibly strong. Especially if you want to win some pub games, I feel like AA is definitely the hero to pick. I've been seeing a lot of Lions in my pubs too, but that's like more mixed results.
Yeah. Oh, did Logical really roll it too? Oh gosh, they're putting the king back in the mid lane.
Is this what RoleSwap does? They just roll what rolls?
Yes, that is what I've been told.
Okay.
They roll for their roles every game. So that's why no one knows if this is going to be a good team or not. I mean, obviously they've got a couple really good players, specifically Logical,
Yeah,
but
but it's kind of a meme team then. That'd be pretty hard.
yeah.
Oh, can pattern only play? Wait, if some of them are rolling 1-1, I see, because they can't roll a 3 since Jinx rolled it first. But
Yeah.
hey, stop eating that. Be right back. 1 second.
No worries. We are up to 20 viewers. We are just waiting on the last guy from MD2L Rejects. We should be getting this matchup pretty soon, guys.
Where is Twamaki? Or am I just
I
completely looking over because everybody changes their names 100 times?
It was his name the other day, I think, unless he changed it again, which is entirely possible.
Probably. Yeah, you buy
But I
Wars,
believe
Potato, Webby, Killjoy, and Twelmonkey. I don't think does Twa seriously playing 5 for them though?
yes, which we found interesting too because we were confused about that. But I guess it's because lowest MMR, you get put on 5.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I feel like in some of my RD2L teams we put the lowest MMR on carry because you can just kind of pick cores like Jug or just the easy stuff and just have them farm while your supports and your off laner, your mid laner make plays. But
Yeah.
it really does limit your carries pool, which I think this is like a decent patch for carries and having like a really diverse set of heroes to play.
I don't think there's like any standout carries particularly. Medusa maybe and like Luna, I guess. But then you could also say like Wraith King, Ricky, Faceless Void, even like Jugs.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like I think it's been the first patch in a while where I think almost every core is viable. I think Troll is probably not as great as he's been in the past, but I mean Troll's been good for so long. It's like it's refreshing to
Yeah.
see something different. Jug, of course, is just every single patch we see Jug because having a free BKB is almost unbeatable, especially on an Agi core.
Update in the chat. Uh, pretty sure Webby uses Windows 95. He said game should be a few minutes.
I don't think that would
And
edit your internet speed, but logical. We could play some bullet chess.
draft.
We could do that, but if you...
Someone in the chat said BNZ VZNZ new player, no more TWA monkey.
Oh,
The left cross guy. So in that case, we're
bit of
waiting on
roster
the. Is it Webby that we're waiting on?
yes. They were talking about Webby having a Windows 95 machine, so...
I believe he's offlaner, I think. If I remember correctly. Oh, I just noticed we were talking about this on the DOS tent. On your friends list, I am the top person because of the bracket, but on the standings, we are the last because of the bracket.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I'll have to bribe Mr. QSS to move us up a couple.
Then our bribe Guam, he's pretty corrupt, so...
Yeah.
He just texted me all caps. Interesting. Are we 20 minutes late? Yeah, we are.
Yep.
30 seconds reserve time penalty. Isn't it 2:30 is max reserve time?
Yes. I think
Maybe
that's like
should be
the
more than that.
max. The rules, I think, changed this year, but I don't think that was touched. I might be wrong on that.
Oh, there we go. Unless this is a standard. Because that's Shaman and not Webby.
There we go. He's here.
I really do appreciate Valve going back to the alternating, or not alternating. You get 2 picks in a row in drafting. I think it's a little bit more interesting to draft plan when you can plan around having second pick, getting 2 picks in a row, or being able to counter 2 picks with your 4th pick if you have first pick. So
yeah, there's a lot of mind games that you can do with it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot better system than just alternating every single time. It's more interesting anyway.
So it looks like RoleSwap won the toss. And they selected first pick. And MD2L selects Radiant.
We get going. Game 1 draft on the way. We're only 20 minutes late, but I think it's fine. This is better than like the game I casted. Oh god, I think it was last Thursday or something that was supposed to start at 9 o'clock and then ended up starting at like 9:20, 9:30.
At least it's earlier.
Go a bit late. Yeah, I'm like, this is at we're 7 o'clock Central Time is what I'm referring to anyway. 7 o'clock Central Time, so that's a lot nicer. Plus the sun's still up, so I have the sun beaming in while I'm casting.
There you go.
Making me
it's dark. It's starting to get dark here.
F for those on the East Coast. Although it is 8:30 over there.
5 seconds remaining.
We see MD2L rejects ban out the AA and RoleSwap respond with Centaur Meepo, a potato special. Grimstroke also banned, and then they first pick up the Snapfire.
Snapfire is the other one that I've been seeing banned out quite a bit in pubs, and the hero doesn't feel that great if you're behind, but I think it's like a kind of a snowball hero almost, where in laning it's really strong because of the E, just being able to harass either the other support or the other core just so easily with the click of a button. Even though they nerf the amount of armor decrease, it's still just almost too much to deal with, especially if you get Blightstone.
MD2L rejects respond with Dark Willow. Not a bad option to kind of, in a way, counter Snapfire, but it also goes both ways because Cookie can hit Dark Willow while she's doing her...
It's kind of hard to
whatever
hit,
the heck
though.
that skill is.
It can sometimes be, because obviously the
seconds
model
remaining.
changes, so.
Yeah.
I think the Q still hits as well.
Yes, it should, I think. I should know this as a Snapfire player.
Every now and then I pick up my Snapfire, but I'm not particularly great with it. But getting the eggs
I
is
got
such a
the
good feeling.
Yeah. I got the set from the chest, the like $100 one. It was pretty awesome
Oh
when I
shit.
randomed that.
Is this before you started playing Snapfire, or did you find the chest and were like, damn, I gotta start playing Snapfire now?
No, I played it before, but it just enhanced my wantingness too. But she has been nerfed recently, so I don't think she's quite as like she used to be S tier like a patch or so ago before they nerfed the armor reduction.
Yeah.
But
Oh, for sure. But I think she's still in a pretty good position. It doesn't seem like a dumpster nerf. It's more like this still is a thing. Once you get that ability up to level 4, because I just forget the name of it for some reason, it's still incredibly strong. Especially when
Yeah.
MD2L rejects, they don't have any agi heroes right now. They don't have any
remaining.
heroes with high natural armor, so Snapfire kind of owns in that.
5 seconds remaining.
that is an early Morphling pick. That could be mid or it could be safe. I believe Logical rolled mid this game, so maybe, but we'll see, I
Check the
guess.
lobby chat. I don't even know if I can go back and look at the lobby chat. Yes, we can. Logical rolled a 2.
Yep. What did Pattern roll?
Radiant team ban.
Oh god, I have to go check again. I closed out of it. Pattern rolled a... Pattern did not roll. Logical rolled a 2, and I can't go up any higher than that because the records don't go back that far.
Gotcha.
10 seconds.
Dark Willow Magnus for MD2L rejects, and Snapfire Morphling for
5
RoleSwap.
seconds remaining.
Puck also banned out in second phase by RoleSwap.
Dire team ban.
Pretty standard. The morph's a little, little flexy, but
Yeah,
nothing too crazy.
it seems like a decent Magnus counter as well. Maybe not like strict Magnus counter, but being able to morph into it and have the skewer available for just a
10
second movement
seconds
ability
remaining.
is super nice. Plus, you're going to get the
Radiant team
empower
ban.
as well. So, decent morph target there. Could even be a good Rubik game for RoleSwap if they want to break it out, but
Yeah.
I think they already have their 4 in the Snapfire. You don't particularly see
10
Snapfire
seconds
5s,
remaining.
right? When I play it, I'll play at 5, but I
5
guess it makes
seconds
sense to play at 4 too. Because you can go a little bit more greedy and farm heavy on it. Usually I just play like position 42 with it and, get the Blightstone and everything, so.
Yeah.
Dire team ban.
Ursa banned out by RoleSwap, and Storm Spirit banned out by MD2L rejects.
Probably just get rid of some more melee cores that pair well with the Magnus.
Radiant team
Because
ban.
unfortunately Magnus is still... I forget who I was casting with a couple of nights ago. I think it was maybe Snow that just complained about Magnus being a walking Battle Fury, essentially. Makes sense, kind of. Wish the hero
In a
had
way,
little
yeah.
bit more to do on his
10
own,
seconds remaining.
but
Warlock being
seconds
banned out, that's
remaining.
another I would consider S tier support right now. Would combo really, really well with the Dark Willow and Magnus if they could hit that team kite combo. That'd be pretty wild.
yeah, with Logical playing mid, you probably could just pick up the Morphling, so probably gonna be support ban here, or do they go another mid laner? Storm Spirit, Razor gone.
I'd be real sad if they just banned out all those mids and they're like, okay, we're gonna put more mid.
Radiant team pick.
Okay,
No,
Wraith
go for
King.
the core. It kind of just seems like something that's just annoying to deal with. Obviously, you're like, I don't want to RP a Wraith King because it's like we just have to kill him again. So
Yeah, and it's hard for Dark Willow too because Dark Willow's like single target burst if you get all the skeletons in there.
Faceless Void.
Radiant
Ooh.
team
Void
pick.
instead, an immediate tick.
Instant.
I don't know if they saw it coming or what, but I mean, they
They were.
instantly knew they wanted to go in there.
I mean, I agree. It's definitely a good pick versus both Magnus and Void.
10 seconds remaining.
Gonna be curious to see if there's gonna be like a. You need like a.
5
I mean, you really need like an AA, but.
Kind of surprised
Or-
MD2L didn't ban out the Wyvern, honestly, because yeah, it seems incredibly strong this game if you're not going to be catching it in one of your alties, the RP or the Chrono.
Yeah.
They have a
What good
decent
pos
amount of
5s are left? You kind of want something that deals a little damage. Like,
I think Snapfire, technically, you can save people from Chrono with the Agnums. If they're close enough to the outside of the Chrono. Probably not going to see it happen, but it is a play that can happen.
would be very hype. I'm trying to think. They have to be picking their 5 here, right? For MD2L. So it's got to be like what, like a
Unless they want
like a
to last pick it.
lich or like a witch doctor. Okay, that'll work. Except they picked
Phoenix
it
is
into a
5,
Snapfire.
though. Yeah, this seems really... Phoenix does not win that trade at all. Even with Ember Spirits or Fire Spirits, whatever they are, Snapfire is still just going to win the trade.
10 seconds remaining.
Void, I guess, is nice because you can just walk off that
5
burst and not
seconds
really worry
remaining.
about it too much. RoleSwap probably going for the off-laner
Dire
here, I would
team
guess. Yes, they don't. And I thought it might be something with the stun. Sand King, Snapfire, very strong.
MD2L is kind of going all in here for the
The Void combo.
Wombo combo team fight here.
Except for the Magnus. That's the only,
10
like...
seconds remaining.
They basically have 2 things to pair with the Phoenix Egg. With the RP and
5
the
seconds
Chrono.
remaining. Radiant team ban.
No, I was about to say, is there a chance that this is not a pos 3 Magnus, but not with picking Dark Willow and Phoenix? I guess you could theoretically swap Dark Willow and Phoenix in either lane. Probably going to be Phoenix 5, though.
Dark
You
Willow
kind of
could
want
go
farm
mid.
on Willow.
There's
10
some
seconds
situations in
remaining.
where Dark Willow mid's pretty strong.
5 seconds remaining.
Quap banned out by the side of RoleSwap would combo very well with the Faceless Void.
Dire team
Just
ban.
go all in, dude. AA is gone. What else we got? Pit Lord, maybe. Puck's still out there. Oh no, Puck's gone. You see, I feel like
Medusa
they don't
is
need too
banned.
much catch yet for
10
the Morphling.
seconds
I think
remaining.
you have enough with like Magnus Faceless Void. As long as you just bring one of those
5
heroes
seconds
for a
remaining.
pick off on Morphling, you can get the kill. You probably just need some sort of sustain
Radiant
because their
team
lineup.
ban.
You
their
know
front
who
liner- their
is a
front liner's
good
Magnus
pick?
right now, I think, which isn't ideal.
I don't know if they'll do it, but the Invoker's pretty good here for the side of MD2L rejects.
Oh yes, that is the one
10
that I'm missing.
seconds
They didn't ban
remaining.
it out either. Instead, going for the Death Prophet.
5 seconds remaining.
That's the one thing they're kind of lacking a little bit. It's tower push. So I do kind of agree. They could go for like a Lesh or something like that, but
OD.
I would like to see the Invoker, but I don't know if I don't know all of Potato's hero pool. I mean, I know he plays Meepo. I know he can also play the Hoodwink, but
10 seconds remaining.
don't really know if it's the best game for that.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe.
think it's the Hoodwink game.
5 seconds.
I mean, the break's nice, I guess, for
Radiant
Morphling,
team
but
pick.
Drow Ranger.
Drow.
It's nice against Drow too.
Yeah. Drow's good at hitting egg. Yeah. Hopefully, as long as this Wyvern plays well, they will be able to heal up this, protect this Drow
10
from the
seconds
Chrono.
remaining.
I need to remove my indicator for series.
5 seconds remaining.
Series, yeah. Is this Morphling mid then if they're picking the Drow?
I've seen Drow mid too, so I don't know. I guess they're kind of blind picking it, and they're like, whatever, we'll just play it. Could be Morph mid, though.
Lena. You
Lena.
may now select your
Okay.
Okay,
heroes.
seeing the Lena,
That gives
it's
them-
probably gonna be mid. What do you think?
Yeah. 3 Magnus, safe lane, Killjoy, Dark Willow 4. This, I guess his name is Shane for their 5 player, the left cross guy. And Potato Lena. Logical Drow, so that's mid Drow, I believe. Pattern Morphling. Oh, did they really roll swap and get Logical as 2 and Pattern as 1? That's really unfortunate. That's their natural positions, so.
It's the team name. They roll swapped
Yeah.
the roll swap. So technically
Jinx
still
is
in character.
Jinx is more of a 4-player though, correct?
I think so. In the games I've casted,
So
at least.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see him on Sand King. That might be something that they could exploit from you by wards.
Yeah. I mean, if you know how to play 4, you know how to play offlane. To an extent. The laning stage for like the first 5 minutes, sure, but I feel like most 4s just leave after the first 5 minutes and start ganking. But
This is gonna be an interesting mid matchup. Logical is rank 566 currently, and Potato is 754. So this is probably one of the highest mid matchups that we're gonna see.
I forgot to execute my script. There we go. Now we have smart vision. Classic delayed start into pause. I like how their team logo still has Monkey on it. That's unfortunate.
Oh, feels sad.
What did you expect?
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
You gotta do the classic mark through it and
I'm dead.
Just scribble it out very horribly, and then worst handwriting right. Webby. Wait, Webby's not even the stand-in. Who is the stand-in? I keep Shane.
yeah, the Shane guy
Shane.
for
Okay.
queuing.
Everybody else has their names correct. That will always fool me. The ticketing shenanigans of team names and player names.
All right, so we've got for the Dire side, we've got Remedy on the Winter Wyvern, Logical on the Drow, Pattern on the Platinum tier Morphling, Beer Play on the Snapfire, which looks to be Pos 4, but maybe it's not, and Jinx on the Sand King
You
3.
could go either way with this one. I mean, I feel like the Blightstone is just the pickup no matter what on Snap.
Yeah, I get that even
Are you guys
on
gonna play
Pos
the game? Are
5.
you guys gonna play the game?
And then on the Radiant, we have Shane on the Phoenix, Webby on the Magnus, Potato on the Lena, Killjoy on the Platinum tier Dark Willow, and you by Wards on the Faceless Void Gold tier.
Looks like Shane opening up bottom with the Phoenix, Potato going mid. Lena just going Null Talisman, double Null Talisman most likely. Again, interesting mid matchup upcoming. Yes, and it is logical going mid on the Morphling. Oh wait, on the Jesus Christ.
On the Drow. Yeah, I think it's Remedy. I think it's gonna be their 5 this game because he has 2 salves.
They're sticking with the rolls they rolled.
Yeah.
So we're good.
No shenanigans here.
They're sticking to what they said, what their team name embodies. Gotta respect that.
Double salve though on Remedy. I guess he's expecting a tough lane out of the Dark Willow Magnus.
30 seconds to battle.
See how they want to initiate here, though. MD2L rejects, kind of taking more of a defensive look at the map right now as Jinx is getting pretty aggressive bot lane. RoleSwap very interested in this bottom lane, maybe trying to pick up first blood here at the bounty rune. They will be able to find it. I don't think MD2L rejects is going to contest this at all unless Void is going to walk down here. It's about the only one with escape for it anyway, but nope. No action at all at the start of the game. Just 2-2 bounty runes.
Oh wait. Logical's heading safe lane. Oh, shenanigans.
They swapped it. Maybe it's still a 2 Drow Ranger. They're just like, all right, we're swapping it based on the lane matchup.
Are you
That's
guys
it.
gonna play the game? Are you guys gonna
Although
play
I don't
the
really
game?
know how else they could have expected this to be laned. Maybe Magnus mid, I guess, but I think Webby really plays mid lane. And Webby really does have a 95.
The old tack pause.
We don't have any shenanigans after that. We're getting a fair fight here. Very nice block bottom lane too. It's so close to this tower range, and it's always unfortunate to see as a core because it's that much harder to get some CS. Shane might just die bottom lane though, really early on, gonna get stunned up by both Cookie and Jinx. Sand King, Royal Strike. Not eventually gonna die though. They don't have too much to actually finish that one off.
Interesting Cookie level 1 instead of Little Shredder with Blightstone.
Yeah, they might have been able to get that, honestly, if he has Little Shredder, but it would still be close.
Yeah.
See a lot
So
of
we're going
Jinx
to
getting
try
very
to
low
block.
too, though. There's a jump on you by wards here, but I think he's just getting the Sand King out of lane so he can walk back. And last hit in safety. But 5 CS early on for Logical. Mid lane Pattern is taking a decent lead as well. Denies and last hits.
Nuh-uh.
Again, 2 of the more higher MMR players in the league. So we'll see how each of these people play for their teams here. Lina probably a more involved core with the rest of the team. I think Morphling we're probably going to see farm a couple of items beforehand before joining some fights. If you buy wards could get a bash? No. It's always the risky game of being low as a support and trading hits with Void.
Yeah.
If he gets that lucky bash, you just die. It's unfortunate. But still pretty quiet to start. Potato is getting really low mid, but I don't think he dies for this. Pattern was setting up for the adaptive strike. Trying to morph some Agi there, but couldn't get the vision for it. So Potato will live about 200 HP.
Pretty close.
It's kind of just everybody trying to win the lanes with the CSing, and it looks like so far Logical is going to get gone on top lane, and a beautiful Brambles coming out from Killjoy on the Dark Willow.
Very well played there.
Just a clean first blood, skewered directly into one of the Brambles.
I believe Morphling sacrificed some CS to get both the water runes that spawned. But we'll be back at full HP
He's
and mana.
role-playing in this game, obviously.
Uh-oh, mid. Ooh, nice.
I
Potato
actually
landed
just
the light
moved
strike.
away from that because I didn't think it would actually lead to a kill, but not able to get the morph off.
Yep. Another style being popped in the bot lane as Jinx almost dropped low.
Killer Karate's subpar camera work being put to work there. Almost just land strolled everybody. But yeah, 2-0. Early start for MD2L Rejects looking to prove themselves in League of Legends. Brand new season for everyone here, but more of a brand new season or brand new league for MD2L Rejects. So. Bottom lane again, getting aggressive on the Shane, but he does have the dive away. It's level 2 in Little Shredder, so only some burst there, but of course the dive
Jinx is low.
Jinx might take the last hit here, but no, stun away and barely survives.
5 seconds on Cookie. He could make a play onto the creep, maybe.
Is this going to be enough damage, though? I think he needs the Little Shredder up. Jump coming very close, but not the result I was expecting for mid lane so far. Still relatively close. Obviously, I think it's Lina ahead by just a bit based on the kill, but that only equates to about, well, looks like half a level, and of course the network. The jumping forward is Pattern, actually dodging the Dragon Slave there. Cute little play, get some damage back into Lina.
early raindrops.
He's
getting
gonna find
carried
both
up for
water
life.
runes too. Again, it's the role play here, Notorious.
He is the water god.
Just gets him automatically. It's part of the hero. Approach that 5-minute mark.
Are you guys gonna play the game?
What team is that from? Is that Beast Coast?
Is that Beast Coast? I think that's
Yeah.
Beast Coast.
Killjoy maybe looking for something top lane though. Is Webby potentially gonna get a
Potato gets
skewer?
some-
Also has the brambles up, but yeah, nothing happening here.
Potato got a big D ward mid.
Oh my god!
And
just
wow,
missed another
killed
field
pattern.
lane.
I even missed that one. I saw him get the D ward, and I guess he just walked up and had a lapse of momentary judgment there.
Solid game from Potato so far.
Ebuy wards might be in trouble here in the bot
It's
lane.
getting pretty low. Has already
Needs
used
the
the
cookie.
jump. Jinx, of course, with the sandstorm up very soon, might be able to retreat into the trees. But no, there's already a sentry ward over here. They prepared for this beforehand. The laser on the way through from Shane does stun cancel it. And Fear Play might just live here, as I don't think Ebuy wards has the attack range for this.
Oh, he's going for the deny.
Doesn't need to. Just wanted to make it a little bit more exciting there.
2 bounty runes, by the way, not picked up by the dire side.
And actually, he might just die instead. Potato's rotating over here at the same time.
Oh no. Oh, if
And
he just
free
walked up
kill
a
for
little
the
bit
mid lane
more.
or top lane as well. They're looking for logical super low. The right clicks through from Webby and Killjoy isn't enough. Yes, it is. Webby most likely gonna die to Remedy, but Remedy, he only does 50 damage a pop with
Brambles
these
up,
right clicks.
Brambles up.
Webby's gonna be okay. Brambles is back up. Remedy going for the salve, connects on the ice shards, will get the kill onto that Magnus, heals before the stun can come through, and now I think he dies to the Dark Willow, especially with the extra attack damage. Remedy drops the lone survivor of the top lane engagement, Killjoy, and it's 7-1. They're able to scratch
This
a
is
kill.
not what I expected at all.
Logical really struggling in this early game, I think. That's the second death
Potato.
on him. And the Magnus Dark Willow combo working out well, but mid lane, it's a rotation from Fear Play, and just the plays from Pattern as well to pick up a kill. It's like level 6 more. I mean, Lena's another really good hero to morph into. Just
Oh, yeah.
stun Dragon Slave. Don't gotta worry about the mana use. And you, does the passive buff actually stick with you when you morph back?
Morphling is one of like the 7 heroes I've never played in my life, so I could not tell you.
Okay. I maybe if it did, that would be even better.
Yeah. Pattern gonna pick up these double bounty runes here. So.
Top lane Fear Play doing a really good job on this board. I mean, like I was saying before game 2, you see a lot of floors rotating, but he is just gonna die here. Webby's just like, fuck this Snapfire. I just want to kill him right now. Not gonna get the kill though because of the heal from Remedy. Rotation up from Killjoy still finishes it off. Nice brambles yet again. And Logical can't turn it into a kill either. Ebuy wards rotating top lane. They get the stun onto the Drow. Is there any follow-up damage for this though? I don't think they get the kill in the Chrono. The Skewer as well, pushing Logical away almost, and they don't have any follow-up again.
No.
They were able to finish off the Snapfire, but cannot pick up the Drow. That's a Chrono committed for this. Remedy probably going to be the death here. They have to tank as Potato even rotating up. Cookie to save for now, but the death coming through on Dark Willow. Killjoy's gone a bit too far. Ebuy Ward's trying to jump away, gets past beyond the trees. Potato as well, maybe going a bit too far. Finds the Drow, but dies to Pattern. Both mid laners had rotated to the top lane, and the only people not showing up are Phoenix and Sand King. So, party in the top lane it is.
Waves.
And I think Sand King just wants to do this for the first 15 minutes of the game. Try and take this tower.
2 for 2. You traded mid and 4 for safe lane and 5. I think you're okay with that if you're the RoleSwap team.
It's kind of a being down 7-1 too. Like,
Yeah.
not a bad rotation.
There is
Get 3
some
kills.
good defensive wards from the Dire coming up. So they see, you know, they're trying to protect that jungle. However, there is also an
Do they have any
obs that
stacks in it
sees
though? I guess they have one. I think I only see one.
one in the top.
Yeah, I think it's just the one. unfortunately for them. But still, like you were saying, jungle incredibly safe right now to take this. So
Radiant's middle tower
Like the
is
top
under
tower
attack.
is going to fall as Potato is poking it with that DD.
Sand
They're
King
TPing and
rotating up.
Sand though.
Not. I thought he might stay bottom until he takes his tower. This is a really early rotation I wasn't expecting from the Sand King, and they're not going to get anything out of it either. Mid lane, Shane dropping very low. Does have the ulti, but not going to pop it.
Let me
Thought he
get
might
my
be able to
eyes
get
back.
away with it, but just
And
takes
now
the
you
death.
can die.
Going down to the Drow Ranger.
There might be a smoke up here coming from the top from the Radiant side. Well, they're looking to go on to pattern here. Does have the arcane bottled though.
Morphling as well. About 100 gold up on the Lina. Pretty much a
78
tie
CS to
mid
55.
lane. At 10 minutes in, you know, despite Potato getting the, I believe it was the 2 early kills, we're still essentially tied.
I'll
Yep.
We
take
could look at
that.
XP difference too, and it's just, it's about a level. It's about a level. But Potato can obviously get that back pretty quickly. Instead, they might just find the kill on Delina instead. What a play! The waveform into the cookie, into the Mortimer's kisses. I mean, Fear Play kind of doing the heavy lifting there,
Radiant
but
structures are fortified.
gotta credit Pattern as well. Bringing down the Lina, opens up the mid tower for a push, morphing back into Lina, looking for a kill. UI wards TPing into the Chrono. The damage coming through from the Phoenix. The heal there almost instantly, though, from Remedy to keep the Morphling alive. Pattern still has the strength morph. No, can't get it off. Will end up dropping. And a pretty big pick up there to bring down the Morphling yet again. They stun down the Sand King. Jinx has a stun
Radiant's
away,
top
though.
tower is under attack.
Burrow strike off to the high ground if he wants, but he doesn't even need to do that. Max Sandstorm build on Jinx here.
Man wants to farm.
Yeah, that seems like another good fight for MD2L rejects, though. I mean, it's the typical, you know, Void's just going to go back to the jungle after showing up to a fight. They can't really push too much after this, as, you know, both of these teams aren't exactly the best at hitting towers. I mean, Snapfire, probably the best hero in this game.
Drow.
This game specifically. Drow's pretty good, too, yeah.
They just smoked on top of a ward, the dire side, so they see it.
Money to burn.
Oh, they're
drawing
taking
it
a
out,
different
and I
route.
think Ubai Ward's going to be right on top of this, though. Just going to back up to their triangle. Probably the safest spot on the map for him. Stay on that high ground. And instead, we might just
There's a
see
blank on Sand King.
mid-tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower is
Uh-oh.
under attack.
Potato, be
A
careful.
little bit of a timing there. Potato hat, and yeah, he doesn't have the Yulds either, so no defensive play, really. Jinx just waiting to pop the ulti, but there is another hero watching, maybe scouting this out. Fear Play gonna tank a stun here from the Dark Willow, but no real follow-up after that. Jinx, I think he's been spotted here. Yes, he has. And I almost assume that they've seen the Blink Dagger. Did have a slight chance to see it there as Potato finds the deny on the mid-tier 1 tower. And again, there's no play, really, from RoleSwap. I thought they might go after that tower dropped, but they will just accept the map control and walk away.
They have blinks on both the Sand King as we get a smoke coming out from the Radiant side. Blinks on both Sand King and the Magnus now.
I've only seen the 1 RP so far.
If they run up this cliff, they're going to catch Logical. And I don't think Wyvern will be fast enough to save him. Uh-oh,
He's
here he
just
goes.
dead, I think. No,
Oh.
Webby!
Oh,
He's missed the skewer!
oh
He didn't want to blow
no.
the RP. He got a little bit greedy, I think.
Oh,
Middle tower
because the Wyvern wasn't showing. I would have just RP'd him.
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of a greedy play from Webby there. He didn't want to quite blow the RP if he didn't have to, but he just missed the skewer.
Jinx blinks out. Oh,
Jinx,
stun
I
is
think,
not
yeah,
going
he's
to make
fine.
it.
attack.
Nice little juke play there from Jinx to survive. They still don't take the bottom tier 1, but still a big
Obviously.
blink reveal from the Magnus there.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020, but you gotta commit that spell there. I think.
A little bit of pressure.
Magnus gonna TP top and
The biggest
give
problem
King
with
power.
like playing some of these big team fight ultimate heroes is that you feel like, oh, I gotta hit 3 heroes, I gotta hit 2 heroes, I gotta do all these things instead of just realizing I'm just gonna use this because it's fun.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not the biggest deal, but Drow's still starting to get pretty big. I think. Oh yeah, Pattern's farming up this ancient stack too. It is a 3-camp stack, I believe.
Yep.
So a lot of gold there for Pattern. He's getting quite.
Another smoke coming out from the Radiant. They're looking for someone. Oh, they're gonna get logical. They see him. He's right there. They see him.
Now they
Chrono.
can find him, and yeah, instantly going for the Chrono. Couldn't get the silence off, but it will buy a little bit of time. I still think he dies for this. The logical pop in the wand. Remedy not there in time, as the TP just taking so long. There's already TP from Dark Willow actually falling. But
Nice double stun.
with the 2-man stun, cookie forward, Jinx lands it onto Potato, instant RP into the egg. They're turning this one around. They're still gonna find Pattern. No, they don't quite have the damage. What a save from Remedy. I thought it might not do it because, I mean, the Morphling was just so goddamn low, but Remedy, I should have been more hype about that. That was a hell of a save.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's like one big team fight, one big ulti team fight, one big.
It was a nice. I really like the combo. Obviously, we got to see the RP egg combo there. Almost pulls off a kill into the Morphling, but sick plays coming out from RoleSwap. Keep their mid lane alive. I'm gonna mix that up. I feel like because I'm so used to seeing it the other way around. But since we have the Drow, I guess it's kind of just both of these heroes are in a very similar role.
And King looks to queue up height. Magnus as well. I believe Faceless Void is going for. He's got Mom Treads and he almost has a Maelstrom. So he will catch back up. Farm's pretty even, I would say, overall. Like, offlaner 62, 64, carries 95, 106. Mid, you know, Morphling has a little bit more, but.
Oh, this is no,
Potato.
Potato's getting really aggressive here, even though he doesn't know it. He's completely alone in the bot lane, all the way surrounded. His Jinx doesn't want to initiate, though. He's going for the creep wave instead. That might have just been the great timing for RoleSwaps to find a pickoff, but they don't quite know it yet because the rest of MD2L rejects are hidden on the map right now. Both supports are sitting top lane.
Yep, they don't have Chrono for 23 seconds, so they're probably just content to trade these two towers. Or at least neither tower's going to fall, but they'll both get low.
They just lost the catapult too. Both these waves gone.
Granny has the Solar Crest coming out.
Tier 1
They
is
have...
going to fall.
There's probably going to be a smoke play from the Radiant side, and they're going to loop down.
They could maybe both go for a smoke after taking the tower here. But do you think RoleSwap wants to fight though? I mean, you are fighting into RP egg Chronosphere.
Here's the smoke. They need to be careful. Oh, they're on the low ground.
To logical, he's got the chance to redeem himself. I think if he just wants to find the RP here to find a kill, but Jinx is there for the counterplay. Blinking in, by Wards finds a beautiful Chrono universe-like almost. They find the kill on the Drow. Stun connects onto the Dark Willow, but still they can't find a kill. Potato cleaning up the backside. Down goes Jinx on the Sand King.
That's what you get for trying to sneak up on me.
Oh
almost
my goodness,
team
beautifully
there.
executed from MD2L rejects. Brilliant there from by Wards on the Chronosphere, and I think Potato, I kind of went unnoticed that fight from me, but
yeah,
just cleaning up on the backside.
He caught the Wyvern kind of walked into the Chrono there on the back edge, but then Potato was just there to blow him up. He was just zoned in on that Wyvern,
making sure they don't get the counterplay. Unfortunately, they can't take the tier 1 though. It's really early on in this game. They did blow a lot of team fight ultimates there. Or actually, really, it's just the Chrono now that I look back at it. They still have the RP.
Yeah, and egg.
Killjoy a little bit far out here, but I don't think he's gonna get punished for this. Is this the build, by the way? The Solar Crest Rush on Veer play?
I've seen a lot of people do it. I like to get Medallion with the Arcane Boots personally, but I've also never done this build where it's just 0-4-4.
Jinx might be trying to go onto the Dark Willow here. Is this enough? No.
Close.
They need just a little bit more damage there through that Dark Willow.
They are going to pick up this tier 2 bottom, though, as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
There's no
is under
counterplay,
attack.
really, for MD2L rejects.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top
I'm kind
tower
of curious
is
how
under
that they lose the fight there on RoleSwap, but instantly they just walk back down the bottom lane and take the tower. And MD2L rejects doesn't seem interested in defending it twice.
Even though they had most of their ults, besides Chrono. But
I guess
as long as if they can find this Wyvern, I think that MD2L rejects can take the fight. If they cannot get the Wyvern, though, the Wyvern has to make big plays. So it's like all on him to basically save the team fight, pretty much. I think you just have to, you just have to blow the Winter's Curse to stop the Void from spiraling out of control here, basically.
Mantis
Because the Void's going to start catching up.
What does he got, actually? He's
He
just got
has
Maelstrom working on
Mom,
BKB.
Maelstrom, almost BKB.
He's got the most expensive item for the BKB, though.
Yep.
So, definitely working towards it. Jinx sitting around in the mid lane. Got the Blink Dagger up. Trying to keep mid pushed in as much as he can as Webby maybe looks for initiation over here. Killjoy, of course, going to do the classic 4 move, farm up a couple of jungle camps here. The little bit pittance of gold that you can find.
Wants to desperately get that Spirit Vessel online at about 200 gold off on that. Looks like there's going to be a smoke coming out from the Dire side here in just a second,
Super
potentially.
close to his Manta as well, by the way. Only about 700 gold, 600 gold out. Oh, and that's E-Blade on Morphling. Did he have that in the last fight?
No, he was not with them for that fight.
That's
He was farming the jungles.
That's right. He was a lone survivor.
Triangle.
So look for a jump here. And we did just see MD2L rejects pull this fight off. This time Webby going forward, going for the RP connects on it. Maybe looking for the chrono, but he couldn't get it off. The cookie canceled the cast time, and they don't find the chrono on the pattern before he's able to strength morph and walk away. Just an unfortunate blink there, but still, Ubai Ward's gonna go after this. He's getting so low on the Morphling, but he's able to strength morph, slightly gets pulled outside the chrono, but it doesn't matter. Morphling gone, egg popped on the backside, almost a hurtful Wyvern ulti there as they die around it. Jinx dropping, no way to escape. Logical does not quite have the Manta yet, running away for his life. BKB up on Potato. The slow from Snapfire gonna make enough space here, still trying to chase, but not gonna finish it off. Snapfire going for the TP away, but gets denied by Potato.
That was almost disastrous for side of MD2L rejects. The cookie just absolutely destroyed that faceless void.
Yeah, instead of dying though, instead of like losing the fight, it just became a fight reset for them, where Ubai Ward's was just like, okay, I'm just gonna back off a bit. We'll see if we can still hit a decent chrono there, and he delivers. I think it's really premature, but if I was gonna give MVP for the first 20 minutes, it would probably be Ubai Ward.
Yeah, he's playing really good on the void.
So far. Is that just a protectionary BKB?
Chinese BKB?
I think that maybe he thought the Sand King was blinking in, so he's just like, I just want this Aegis, I'm just gonna pop this. Is
pattern?
Also popping BKB, going for a kill on the pattern, but he doesn't quite have enough. I don't think that, yes, that is the Spirit Vessel actually, but still. Can't really finish that off. Instantly a smoke play here. Pattern waits for a heal potentially from Remedy, but how do they initiate this? Jinx behind right now. They're just running down the mid lane.
RoleSwap's just going for it. They have no fear. They're like, they use their BKBs. We can fight them.
I mean, BKB's on cooldown. They also have the Aegis blinking in onto Killjoy. He's able to get inside of the Dark Realm, Shadow Realm. Just walk away again. They just don't have that much follow-up right now. He's going to survive on the Dark Willow. It can't kill off the Sand King, fortunately for them. As I thought that, Oh gosh, I keep forgetting the name of this ability. The Shockwave from Magnus almost pulling Jinx down the cliff, but he does blink back forward, going for the skewer. It's not in time as the cookie was there beforehand. Top lane, meanwhile, you see you by wards trying to get this tower gone. Cannot finish it off. Will get stunned up by the Morphling. He's got E-bladed as well. Jump in just a second. Chrono up in 10. It's Remedy with the fly. Arctic Burn up in 5. Jinx as well with the blink, but he's juked back the other way. You by wards really outthinking them right now. They are pinging this, but he's just going complete opposite direction. Won't make enough space for bottom lane. They maybe found logical. Yes, they do. Protato running down the Snapfire and the Drow. All this commotion in the top lane leads to a free kill in the bot lane onto the enemy core. Drow drop.
Oh, you by wards just gonna look to Chrono pattern here.
Can he get this?
They ping him out. They ping him
He's
out.
still pretty low. He's got the BKB taking a lot of damage from that. No, he just gives away the Aegis before he's able to get the jump off. Jinx completely out of mana. He's coming back into this with the Chrono, but will blink out. So the egg is gone. Would have expired any... they had like 3 minutes left of it. So they maybe could have had a push, but... unfortunate there for you by wards.
Lina has an invis in this mid lane. Pattern does not have a lot of mana, so he needs to be a little bit careful here.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the Lincoln Sphere, honestly, just as a combo breaker for Lina, but I guess he's looking at, you know, Void or Magnus as guaranteed stuns anyway, so... DD is up in the top river.
Roche is going to spawn, or may spawn in 5 minutes.
Kind of wild for that yet. I think we're settling back into, okay, let's farm for a bit. So
yeah, Bryce looking for that next tier of items to get.
So far, yeah, 27 minutes here in about 30 seconds.
Veer play needs to be careful here.
The illusion logical doing a little bit of it's the scout play with the Manta. He's got the real hero plus an illusion in the lane to try and fake like the illusion was real. Maybe bait out a big ulti. I like it. I respect that. Eggs up now on pattern. Probably just who does he jump into here? Sand King, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
Blink Dagger on Sapphire. Interesting. They're gonna die before Sapphire gonna tank out.
Ooh, nice double stun.
Here, turning it around though. Again, Pattern just making it happen instantly with the eggs, and I don't think this egg gets off. No, Jinx is the lone person to turn around and hit this. Shane survives. Doesn't hit anybody.
And blank Potato.
Still look at that stun from Pattern. They've both gone at this at the same time, so they don't get to stack. Potato might be able to turn this to Chrono again on the 3. He's found logical. 2 heroes die in the Chrono. It's just the ports. Maybe they can get logical as well. You by wards needs to find a bash here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Goes for the RP. Not able to do anything with it though. His Pattern and still pretty healthy. You by wards not going to go for the right clicks quite yet. Jinx. Maybe thinking about going back on it, but you by wards, he's pretty tanky right now. 2300 HP.
And is going for the Lincoln Sphere next too. On the Faceless Void.
Oh, they might just get the pick here though. Running in his Pattern, they have the double stun, of course. He's got to blink away, but do they have enough damage for this? They got the E-Blade as well. The stun there for Potato, saving his core. He gets the jump away. Damage gone. They turn it back onto Jinx. Maybe they can find Pattern as well, but I don't think so. There's going to be a
staff
here.
They
have the Yules. They have the LSA. Can he get anything off? No, he can't. Down goes the Morphling as Pattern gone. A minute down for him, 26-9, MD2L rejects. It seemed relatively close in terms of net worth, but they've been winning every single fight, it feels like.
Despite this, Logical has been farming really well. Has the blink, has the shard queued up. Actually, has the shard if he wants to buy it out. B will not have buyback. Blink, Manta, Dragon Lance treads. Webby does claim the outpost here before the 30-minute
It's
mark.
also going A on this too, so I think he's kind of just like, I need to get these RPs off. I don't want to get picked off.
Logical needs to be careful. He doesn't have TP.
He's doing the same play again. Oh my goodness, and this time it's worked! I love it. If it doesn't work once, just do it again.
This man has no fear. It's just like, I'm farming in this bot lane.
Imagine Void or Alina just walked in and was like, oh, I'm just gonna stun these two Drow illusions.
He saw their whole team, too. It's not like he didn't see it.
Nice little pickup there. What does the shard do? I'll play hypothermia stack.
Gives the frost arrows.
Oh, is it basically just the Scotty? Like,
Kinda, yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Actually prioritizing it too. He's gone Blink Manta for logical. Most likely
The Snapfire also has a blink.
Swift Blink, I would assume.
Everybody's going to blink on the side of...
Yeah, this is just Blink the game. We might see it on Morphling too. He's going Scotty right now, but...
He has the Lord's Blink.
I mean, it's really good on Winter Wyvern as well, just because you have to be right next to the Chrono in order to save. You always have that little barrier of error there.
This DD's got to be popping soon, I think, right? On Potato. He's had in the bottle for forever. Roshan may respawn in 16 seconds. Let's take a look and see.
Here. What's your bet, Notorius? What's your bet, Notorius?
The bet on the Rosh? Yeah, it's going to be a minute.
Solid. I think that's the average time, but...
Oh,
shit.
8. Wow. Jeez.
That's just instant there. I think that might be
Logical's in trouble.
Instead, Logical just running uphill into a void, and he is gone. Lincoln Spear up on you by Wards, pops the Mask of Madness, going for Jinx as well. Jinx gets a stun away as Webby doesn't want to commit the RP for the lowly Sand King. And look for a core instead as Pattern just running around bottom. Don't think Pattern wants to be around here too much longer, but he is just looking for a safe spot to TP.
You think there was any fear from you by Wards there as he chronoed what could have been the Drow illusion for like the 6th time?
He knew. He was reading the game.
No, Pattern's doing it too. Oh, Killjoy's dead. Killjoy's dead. Oh
no, the dodge there. What a Dark Willow play. He might have actually seen this beforehand, and now they could just get a pick. If they can bring down the Morphling, they haven't feared. He's gone. What a play from Killjoy. Oh,
he didn't even need to use the RP. Oh gosh. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, that was completely 180. I mean, any other support there is just for sure dead.
Yeah.
Potato gonna find a stun onto Jinx. They don't have... Okay, they do have a sentry.
He's dead.
Jinx trying to stun up to the high ground. Gets it off. Webby with the skewer. They continue to chase. Potato with the last hit. Right click flying through the air. Connects on the high ground, and Fair Play has to just back out. Same thing for Logical in the mid lane.
Killjoy scouts Roche now. And that is shard up.
They probably
and that's going to be...
They take tier 2 and then back off in Roche, or they go for top lane at the same time. Oh my god. Wait, is that the shard for them actually? Oh, Webby. A little bit of trickery there. Not really sure what that blight was, but does fake the RP once.
A for effort. Who's getting the shard? It's gotta be Void, right? No, Void's already got it. So, Magnus?
Replaces Time Lock with Reverse Time Lock for 1.5 seconds after landing.
What? He's already got it. It basically just does like a fake out.
Plus, if you get the eggs, that's actually kind of ridiculous. You just blink in, bash everybody, then blink out.
I'll take that.
Pretty good wave clear.
Who took the shard? Am I dumb?
Magnus?
Willow had one?
I think it's Magnus.
Okay, yeah, Magnus got it.
Now.
Yeah.
Which I have literally never seen used ever.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. I got it the other day. I still don't even know what it does. He kind of like throws his horn up and it like knocks them back. It's kind of like Cookie, but not quite as much range.
Only in front of him, launches them to his rear. Enemies spend 0.6 seconds in the air, then take 200 damage and are stunned for 0.75 seconds. What's the AoE though? Oh, that's the AoE. It actually just shows it. Weird. Yeah, that's like nothing almost. And I think it's just...
They're gonna catch Shane here. Shane's dead.
Oh, Jesus, I'm just missing kills trying to read Magnus's abilities. I thought it was everybody in a circle around him gets sent to...
No, it's just like one person.
Oh, it's only one? I thought it was everybody.
Maybe? Oh, any. Yeah, so yeah, it is everybody.
It's
But I've only seen it with like one. Yeah.
Okay. It's only people in front of him, though, I'm guessing. And I guess that makes sense, too. You don't really only see it with one.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to be like, oh, RP into Horn Toss combo. Guess it's nice for landing a skewer after. But...
The RPs and stuff have been very selective this game. They've been very disciplined on the side of MD2L rejects.
I mean, he really hasn't had to do too much with them. I mean, the Chronos we've been seeing are insane. I mean, Webby really only has that one missed RP, if you want to call it that, on the Drow, and that's basically it. Otherwise, he's been connecting.
Dire's top tower is under
Just
like
all
they're
around,
gonna...
well played from MD2L rejects thus far. They do try and pierce the high ground tower here. He's trying to bring it down. Yubai Ward's jumping in. Oh my god. That shard is just so annoying to deal with as he jumps in, immediately goes back out, dodging the Sand King stun. Into this they go, looking for a Chrono, but doesn't quite find it, jumps back out. It's just testing the waters every single time. Stun back in onto Potato, doesn't quite find it again, goes back, but Fear Play is way too far inside of this. Down goes the barracks. They get a silence on top of Yubai Wards, but he's still got a BKB. He's still got a Lincoln Spear, turning it back on the Morphling. He's already gone for the Strength Morph, though, so does he survive this? I think he does, because he's able to turn around. They've lost the Void. They get the Mortimer's Kisses on top of that. Still focusing down the Morphling, somehow surviving. He's gotten healed. He's gotten the full Strength Morph. Void has died twice in this fight, and still MD2L rejects holding on the high ground. They brought down two as Potato looking for the Morphling now, gets the right clicks, gets the stun. Pattern barely survives, but he drops to the egg coming out, or not the egg, but the fire spirits from the Phoenix, and back on the Potato they go. Jinx has an ulti if he can get it up, and look at him just turn around and hit everybody down. He's just battling with Logical now. The core that's supposed to win the right-click battle between these two. Still, the Lina is prevailing. Logical without mana, Potato without mana. Shade is the only one up here that just has to sit on the low ground.
That was 2 diebacks and a third buyback coming out there from the side of RoleSwap. And I think Potato absolutely popping off there.
Dude, the diebacks are really gonna hurt them when they go for this.
Oh, do you see what Webby all chatted?
Incredible.
Hit him with the D tier mid. Oh gosh.
Is that in reference to Potato being called a D tier mid, or is that calling?
No, he's calling Pattern. He's calling Pattern a D tier mid. Oh wait, hold on. Is it? Was that in the content?
I don't know. That's why I'm assuming it's the non-toxic thing first.
Let me look. Let me scroll back, see if I can find it.
Dude, Potato still, though, popping off in that last fight. I mean, look at this item build, dude. Satanic plus MKB. Void just kind of unfortunate he doesn't have the Aegis there. For some reason, I thought he did. That's why I said he died twice in that fight, but I was wrong.
Time is money.
Aw. So it was Real Sawyer Green posted them, but I can't see the link's been taken down. He did kind of mess up the they could have kept the tossed him up.
Yubai Wards is invis here, so they have to be careful how they initiate this. As he's blinking back in again, he can just jump back, but I think he's gonna stick over here instead. Beginning to fight again, we just lose Sand King. In the middle of all those heroes, Yubai Wards looking for the Chrono, he's found it again! Morphling on the very side of it, going for the RP. They want to try and bring down this hero immediately as Potato focusing into the Morphling with the right clicks, Remedy having to heal himself, Mortimer's Kisses as well, stunning him up. Is the egg, Pattern gone, down for 120 seconds almost, Logical as well getting bashed up. There is a cookie there, plus a save from the E-Blade that's up on Logical, but think he might be able to live through this. As
What?
Fear play as well, chasing himself off to the bottom lane, sealing up. Ubai Wards finally focuses down Logical, almost dying there. But yeah, Fear play just calling GG. MD2L
Why did
rejects.
Logical not TP or not blink out there? I mean, I guess the game went how the game went, but that's definitely surprising.
I think MD2L rejects kind of outclassing RoleSwap this game.
I know on the DOS tent that we did not this past week, not today, but last week we did. I know a lot of people we were doing projections and things like that, and people had RoleSwap as rightfully one of the better teams. So it's kind of interesting to see that they just MD2L rejects just took it to them.
Well, I mean, everybody looking really good this game too. A lot of plays made by each one of these roles. I think it's just solid from MD2L. Like, the roster minus TWA looks pretty strong. Not making fun of TWA there, but Shane seems like a good replacement.
Yeah, it's always good. I think when you have a person that like naturally plays the position. So MVP by awards ?
Probably. I think early on it was basically Ubai Wards making a lot of the plays, but then we saw, the kill bottom lane from Killjoy on in the Morphling. Like, Pattern just got bullied this game by almost every single hero from MD2L rejects. So it's hard to say.
Chat was saying Potato was listed as D tier, so it wasn't Flame at Pattern.
Okay,
It was.
okay. I always assume the non-toxic thing first. But
Someone's got to clip that dang picture or that Killjoy though. Pattern. That was so funny. Oh gosh.
I mean, RoleSwap is gonna have to swap it up again, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and they got pretty dead on their normal roles. I don't know Freebase or Remedy, but I think that they're support players potentially for the most part. Remedy might be like their off lane player, like naturally, but they got pretty close to what their normal roles are. So
Lobby is up, by the way.
Yep.
Game client out of date.
Client out of date.
Alright, stream's
Rigged.
gonna be for a bit while I restart data.
Are we gonna see another 1-1? There's been a lot of ties so far.
The problem with RoleSwap is, like, now I'm just thinking, well, if they just get different roles, like, who knows? Like, it's a completely different game. We're not going to see the same thing again, so it kind of just depends.
Yeah. The only thing that would, like, worry me a little bit is if I saw, like, Jinx rolled, like, carry or something like that, because I don't know how good Jinx carry is.
On to game 2 we go. I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Yep. Killjoy, yeah, we're gonna be good this time. Can you post a picture link? Sure, you can go for it. As long as it's like nothing crazy. I'm sure Killer Karate will not mind as long as it's nothing a pub between D tier mid laner Potato and S tier Colonel Squid. MDL Tall admins did beat. Yeah, it's true. King Guam is tuning in. I believe there's another game going on right now as well, just for those who are curious. This one, game 1, was just won by the side of MD2L Rejects, much to the surprise of a lot of people. Game 2 is going to be here in just a little bit. But pretty insane game 1, not going to lie. That's some good Dota right there. Just waiting for everyone to get back into the lobby. Indeed, spam this mom to help out Guam. Guam needs the help, guys.
Crap, I keep tripping on that. Oh, I'm sorry.
So curious to see the roles. All right. They linked a picture of Potato in a game as 13, 1, and 12 on the oh.
I think this is a pub game though.
Yeah. Colonel Squid, Shrek the Green Knight, those guys were probably partied, would be my guess. Maybe not, but Hoodwink versus Lena. I'm gonna heat up some food right quick.
And on we go. Should probably eat some food or think about eating some food.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm heating up. Unfortunately, have work from 11 till whenever, like 3 or 4 a.m. So my schedule over the next couple days is all
Where do
jacked
you
up.
work,
It's like
bro?
I work for like a cloud-based like solution. We have like products and services like kind of like Skype. So I mean, we've been doing pretty well, especially with the COVID and everything.
Wait, so you're a software developer that has to work overnight?
Um, my role is like cloud operations engineer, so I
Oh, so
deal
you're
more
like
with
tech
like
support.
yeah, kind of. We do like all the upgrades and stuff, and we manage all the data centers and everything. Looks like
Shit, dude.
getting in here for game 2. I don't know if that Morphling was the pick. I mean, I know it's one of Pattern's like specials, but he had some flashy plays and he had some not so flashy plays.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so no penalty for game 2. I think we did the penalty for game 1. Pretty sure we did.
Oh, did we?
I don't remember. They didn't mark the win. God damn it.
You had one job.
Oh, they have multiple Johns there playing Dota after all, but
That's true.
I only have the one I'm marking the win. I just like complaining about it.
Oh, they're disconnecting.
Disconnect.
Are they remaking lobby?
Yes.
They said remake messed up lobby.
Is it because they didn't mark the win? Are they remaking because I complained and they somehow
Maybe it's possible.
Oops, I just typed a password into the chat now. It's not like we're more that secure.
Quick. No one look on the chat. Oh, they said that was a solo queue game. Yep.
What?
I mean, it happens. Oh, let me. Oop.
Radiant G. Wait. Mark.
Oh.
Mark the win.
Ha. Mark, when did they get it?
I think they
Did
swapped
they get it?
teams too. No, they didn't.
Nope.
No, they didn't swap teams.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Sage. I was wondering. I was like, they're taking a long time to ban here.
Especially for the first ban too. It's not something
Yeah.
that I've not seen before in Cough Guam, but
Dire team's turn to ban.
Guam does have some very interesting draft strategy of using as much time as possible.
Centaur first ban overall.
Radiant team ban.
AA. I believe Grimstroke was the other hero that RoleSwap banned, if I remember correctly.
Seconds remaining.
I gotta do all those stupid high five challenges now. That's gonna be pretty fun.
Dude. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I'm gonna fire up the duo queue and we'll just sit there in lane and slap each other's hands.
Dire team ban.
And the Meepo ban. It's always curious to think if
Radiant team's turn to
people are gonna ban the Meepo first phase.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Instant Snapfire pick again from RoleSwap.
Dire team's turn.
Snapfire had some good plays. And
Yeah.
Dark Willow again.
Damage is kind of underwhelming sometimes, but it did bring down the Void once. It's always not that bad of a pick there. We didn't get to see the what I was saying could happen with the Void save. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Dude, is this the same
Radiant
game?
team's turn to pick.
We're not even.
Pretty much.
I mean, I see the idea from MD2L rejects. There's just like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But the biggest issue is now that you kind of know what you're gonna see from RoleSwap. Hopefully, they can look at, okay, what core
10 seconds
can do
remaining.
fine against this, because Drow obviously did not work at all. There's no defensive play there.
5 seconds
Either I
remaining.
think they could get away with just picking up their core right now.
Yeah.
If you know it's going to be Magnus, Dark Willow in the offlane. Probably like Jug. Lifestealer seems pretty good.
Radiant
I was gonna say
team's
Lifestealer
turn to
wasn't bad.
Storm.
Oh, they go for the
That's
storm.
a little strange, but
I guess they just really want to pick it out. I think that was second phase banned, if I remember correctly.
I just the problem with Storm, I think, is you have catch from RP and Dark Willow with the Brambles, which you kind of have to be careful about if you're Storm, because yes, you can dodge them with the ulti, but you really got to be careful to not like accidentally step into one or like ulti
seconds
into the
remaining.
middle of a Bramble.
Yeah. Just,
5 seconds
flashy
remaining.
hero of mid for what I assume is going to be logical, unless they're
They're
not doing the role swap.
Dude, they have to do the role swap. If not, they're banned from the league.
Radiant
Why else
team
would they
ban.
exist? Their team name cannot be a lie. You know what I'm saying?
It's pause Elor. They role swap backward. It's a debate.
Pause. They did pause.
Pause
last time.
Elor.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Did
Okay,
pause.
getting rid of the anime age. Be curious to see what all makes it through on the second phase. I'm going to be curious to see if they're going to ban out the Faceless Void. You'd think so, or either take it themselves. They have the 15 pick, I believe,
5
correct?
seconds
So they could
remaining.
take it if they want it. But you'd expect to probably see, like, maybe they wouldn't ban the Wyvern. I mean, it's still good versus it. There wasn't, like, a whole lot of... He kind of just spiraled.
I feel like, yeah, Wyvern just has a tough game.
Radiant
Like, you
team
have
ban.
so many responsibilities in that last game too, of trying to save people that get caught in the chrono, and also trying to save people that get caught in the RP, and you kind of have this dual core where they ran Drow and Morphling, and it's like, well, if I'm doing a more for protect one mindset, who am I saving in what situation if they're both getting gone on, or you know, chaos is
5
breaking out. It
seconds
becomes
remaining.
really hard to play a hero that's designed to like save. But I think that was like that might have been the biggest problem with their game one draft. And they might have been memeing too, because Drow and Morphling both bought E-Blade, and they all bought Blinks, and like.
Well, I think that's more to do with the Faceless Void. You can, like,
I guess that's
save
true.
people from
You
outside.
have the 2 E-Blades, so you have like just like double save, but
yeah.
You buy wards doesn't care. He's just gonna chrono you anyway.
10
Catch like
seconds
3
remaining.
people on the edges of a chrono.
5 seconds remaining.
Taking a lot of time with this last ban here.
Dire team's turn to pick.
They banned the Wyvern, so they're going Void. Right?
Dark Willow Magnus.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Faceless Void.
Yeah. I think we're just in the same game minus Storm Spirit. MD2L rejects is just like, yeah, if it ain't broke, they'll fix it. But we're really just gonna run the same heroes.
I know who's getting on the meat and potatoes in next week's content.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Not exactly a innovative draft here, but it looks strong. You buy wards, he's feeling hot after that game 1, so.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Grimstroke.
Interesting enough. I mean, the double pull from Grimstroke is nice. That's the only combo they have thus far. At least for that. The other, the strength of Grimstroke too is just, you know, it's gonna stun Void in the middle of Chrono. If you can precast it, so it's actually really good to use if you're trying to get on top of Void. Centaur, though, is unfortunately banned out. Is typically a strong counter with the Grimstroke. Maybe, Pit Lord doesn't seem horrible. I think they.
You think they want?
I think they need a big tanky boy to just frontline for them to try and bait out like at least one of the alties, RP or Chrono.
Could do like Mars. Mars is always good. It's really good with Grimstroke, and you put the the E on Grimstroke on the Storm Spirit, and then they can't run out of, well, Void can get out, I think, but as long as you catch them with the Grimstroke ult. Trait Protector.
This is just
Radiant
a team
team's
fight
turn to ban.
combo again. Alright, they go for the core here. Last pick off laner. It looks like not typically used to seeing Storm Spirit off lanes or Juggernaut off lanes or Snapfire off lanes. So.
I think MD2L Reshack should probably ban Timber. And
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Mars would be my guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, is it RoleSwap? Is it they do it for the series, or is it just like they do it once and it's for that whole?
I don't know. They didn't roll. As far as I know, they did not roll for game 2.
So maybe it's just once per series.
Could be.
10 seconds remaining.
It could also be they've rolled in team chat or something
5
like
seconds
that.
remaining.
We need a USS Guam to roll in on this. I know he's in the chat.
Damn it. I was talking shit about Guam earlier. Now I'm probably banned. Guam, go implement my suggestion. Any opportunity.
They're taking so long to ban Timbersaw versus a 3 melee core and a person who likes trees.
Radiant team ban.
Wow.
You did call that.
Notorious big brain gamer.
You did call that. It's Mars.
Mars breaks
Who
trees.
does RoleSwap ban here? Let's go on a streak, Notorious.
They need to ban a mid. They'll probably just ban the
10 seconds
Lina or
until
Hoodwink.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ah, Odie. Yeah.
Outdone it. All right. 1 for 2. Can he go 2 for 3?
This should be Mars. Should
2
be
for
Mars.
3. Why is Storm so tiny? That is a good question. That's
10
because
seconds
Snapfire's
remaining.
model is huge, though. And the same thing with Grimstroke. Like, they both have giant models.
5
And then
seconds
Jug is, of
remaining.
course, gigantic as well. So, yeah, that doesn't really make sense. But
They could also do Pango. Pango / Mars. Those are the
you can see
two that
that. Pango is actually decent into Faceless Void, I think.
Yeah.
It's just constantly annoying to deal with the swashbuckle.
Radiant
This
team's turn to pick.
Pit
Dire
Lord.
team's turn to
Technically,
pick.
I called that, so we could say the caster group went 2 for 3. We get the Brood Mother pick. Interesting coming out here. I think Webby was a Brood Mother player as well, so he got to play against his
10
top
seconds
hero.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They have quite a few ways to get rid of spiderlings, but of course with the new brood changes, it's not always the thing you have to worry about, at least in the first couple levels. But brood off lane, is this Notorious?
This could be, yeah, should be. This could potentially be a mid Magnus, maybe.
I think it's a tri lane then, or are they seriously just like, we're gonna run Snapfire Brood and try and get kills with this combo? Seems like a interesting one at
Legion
that.
Commander.
Choose your hero.
Legion Commander,
Just wants
nice
some
lockdown
catch.
for both Juggernaut and Broodmother, especially the BKB piercing ulti there.
Mm-hmm. It is mid Magnus.
I don't think they needed any more catch for the Void either. I mean, it helps
Offlane snap?
if Brood goes silence. It helps to kill off the Void, but they have like Storm Spirit. Grimstroke's okay too, just for the silence. I think they should be able to kill. Other side of things, lockdown they have for Storm Spirit, of course, Magnus, Faceless Void, Treant Protector, and Legion Commander. So not a very fun Storm Spirit game, I think. This is a hard game for Logical, going to get punished if he's out of position.
These are different roles, it looks like, so, or for the most part. Looks like pattern 3, beer play 1.
They need to, I think, before they swap roles, they need to, like, just all caps say RoleSwap in chat or something like that, just so it's clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone said, why is Storm so tiny? He does look pretty short.
That's what I was saying. His model is-
I guess it's like a Asian thing, maybe? Made it true to life.
I don't, is Storm Asian? What is Storm's lore? I don't like know any of the Dota 2 lore except for the anime stuff now, honestly. It's been so long since I watched the anime too. What did you think of the anime, Notorious?
Actually, that's one of the things I have not watched yet. It's on
What?
my to watch list. I know I'm slacking.
Bro, you have 10k hours in Dota and you don't have like literally, you don't have like 2 hours to watch the anime.
I could knock it out in a weekend.
You can knock it out.
On the-
I did it with a group of friends in like I said, like 2 hours. It's a good time.
Yeah. The Dire, we got Killjoy once again on his Platinum tier Dark Willow. Ebi Wards with his Gold tier Faceless Void. Potato this time on the Gold tier Magnus. Shane on the Treant Protector and Webby on the LC. On the Radiant, we have Remedy on the Snapfire, Logical on the Storm Spirit, Broodmother being played by Pattern, Jinx on the Juggernaut, and Veerplay playing carry this time. I think they might have seen this board because this one was placed first, so
This
they
one's
should have seen this
super
board.
far back though, and I don't think like
Oh,
most
it's-
mids I
30
see, they
seconds
plant
to
the
battle.
ward. Oh god, how do I deselect this ward? They plant the ward like a little bit in the mid lane that might catch this ward down to the bottom here, but most of the sentry wards I see are like.
I think the Radiant one, the Dire one was dropped first. Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. I thought the Dire
You
one was
might get
placed
away with
first.
This Radiant one's more like I just want to get Rune Vision anyway, instead of high.
I might have a little fight here for the Rune.
Advantage, I think, goes to the Juggernaut, who has spin right now. They have a cookie as well if they want to use it, but we'll see how they want to do this. Going on you by wards gets up to the high ground in time there. Imagine just goes for silence on the Grimstroke, but he did pick up the Inkswell.
Yeah.
Bro, he's
Inkswell's kind of
flying
tough.
around.
You really want to take the stroke, but
Alright, Xerscape's bullying people in my chat again. Thank you, Xerscape. Classic Zeri. Doesn't want to cast with me, you know. I see how it is. Top lane, though. This will be interesting. It's Webby on the Legion Commander versus a Brood. Again, with the ulti changes, you don't get Spiderlings, so you don't have that advantage as a Legion Commander. Damage stacking up with overwhelming odds, but still, they get a lot of damage to the Broodmother at the very start of this.
meanwhile, Killjoy and Jinx were switching, trading, and then Killjoy got his courier, but I mean, Jinx is just bullying him out of lane. You guys get the D ward.
I think Grimstroke has a longer attack range too, so it's kind of adding into it.
It was buffed recently, yeah.
Especially Inkswell. Inkswell hits through Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm, I'm pretty sure. You can
Yes.
still draw through Shadow Realm.
Mhm.
You're technically still a target. So, pretty nice to deal with there. Jinx feeling fine. Mid lane, we're going to see the Magnus Storm matchup. Protato getting the better of Logical last game, I would say. It's pretty close mid lane. If we just want to talk about the first 10 minutes of the mid lane, it's probably a tie.
Yep.
But later on in the game, Protato really just flexing his muscles on that Lina. So, we'll see how he does on the Magnus here.
Remedy salved up Pattern, and vice versa. Shane salved up Webby.
What is the build on Brood even? Like the changes are so weird. The Aether or the Agnum Shard is now Silken Boa. You just get it.
I am
It's
not
interesting.
100%.
Never had a chance.
I haven't seen too many Brood players since the changes. I do like them getting rid of the passive that just like slowed you because it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe that hero picked up a little bit more instead of like, whenever people pick Brood, it's just like, oh, it's a Brood strat. Like this is based around Brood just sitting in a lane and pushing it. But we'll see how they play this. I know these changes were like a month ago now. Or how long did the patch come out? Wasn't it a month ago? 2 months ago? Is that much time already passed? Am I seriously just... And the days go by so quickly. Killjoy will get the benefit of this Observer Ward for another minute here and block the camp. So that the lane's in a pretty good position for you by wards. He is in kind of this unfamiliar territory in the off lane here. Was in the safe lane last game, but obviously with the lane swap being a little bit different, they didn't want to put the Void against the Broodmother. And so far, RoleSwap is fine with this too. They are just leaving Pattern in the top lane. But Logical
took a little bit of damage.
kind of starting to eke ahead here in the mid lane is the Storm Spirit. Ahead by about a wave. He's got the XP advantage for right now, but that's also because he's just killed more creeps right now. First Blood going bottom. Again, I missed it. I'm pretty sure I missed it last game too, so we're staying consistent. That's good to see.
Inkswell plus Jugspin.
Classic combo. All the things that hit through Shadow Realm, so Dark Willow's just like, guess I'll die now. rough there. But MD2L rejected. I think for the first time this series, taken a deficit in the kill score.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a dominant game last game almost. Still seemed pretty close. But again, Killjoy is running back down here with a sentry ward. Look at this block too. They're going to run back at the Dark Willow Inkswell as well as the spin. He's probably still going to die to this. Yes, he's just gone. He just TP'd in as well.
He even has Tranquil Boots, so, like, how much faster can you get?
I mean, I guess he gets to lane pretty quickly with the Tranquil Boots at the very least. But he did block the pull, so there's that.
Yeah.
At least for one wave. We also lose the Legion Commander top. 3-0, Pattern and Remedy finding a nice kill onto Webby there.
Yeah, the Snapfire this time goes 1-1-1 instead of 0-4-4, so at least to begin with. A little bit more extra damage coming out with Scatterblast there, so.
Killjoy gonna find Jinx, but probably not be able to follow up with too much here. Let's catch him twice with the Brambles, but nowhere to follow up means that Jinx can just walk away, take a little bit of damage. Killjoy even gonna pull the creep wave over here. I think he's just shown that he dropped a ward though, unfortunately. So I think Jinx finds this immediately. Top lane as well, Remedy getting gone on by the Legion Commander. Not enough to kill. Shane just kind of, he's being annoying with the Nature's Grasp, but it really hasn't led to too much. That's, I think the biggest issue with Tree is that until you get level 6, you really don't have too much catch, and you kind of just have to rely on the enemy being...
They're going on, get on Killjoy.
Again, bottom lane, Dark Willow popping the Shadow Realm. Can he survive this time? No, no, he can't. It's not even close. Beer Play going to try and turn him back into you by wards. He does not have the jump. He has it in 2 seconds, but one more right click's going to do it here. From the Void, gets it off from the Juggernaut. Sorry, they don't quite get the kill, but eventually, no! It's 10 HP! Oh my god, you by wards. You're cutting it close, my man.
It was weird. Jug like was trying to get the right click animation, and he just leaped out.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
know.
nope.
I don't know if he just wasn't A-clicking or what, but he walked right through him. You by wards surviving on a thread, and they're just gonna go again. My goodness, the silence here gets the jump away, but it's not gonna be enough. This time they do it. Jinx.
Welcome to the real
Right click coming through. 5-0. Roll swap ahead. And looking strong in game 2. Protato just leaving the mid lane right now. Has actually gone to take the stacks here. Cute little play from Protato. Take away some gold.
Logical's farming on the other side.
Yeah. And
The Fated Bird.
He's going to find 2 bounty runes. Fortunately for Logical, Killjoy will walk over here, but just backing off. 2 bounty runes gone. 90 gold. For everybody on RoleSwap.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Magnus on top so far in terms of network, though. That taking the stacks, kind of just propelling him up. It did hit level 6, Logical level 8. We haven't seen the 2 mid laners rotate yet. Might see that soon. Beer Play again. They're going to run at the Void. He gets the jump away, but again, not going to chase this time. Nothing.
You gotta throw the silence first, but it's kind of hard because the range on it at level 1 is really bad.
It's like, yeah, the level 1 silence, level 2 Inkswell. Inkswell range is also like hilariously low.
Yeah, especially level 1.
And again, Webby gonna get gone on top. Does have a heal, but nothing really doing here. Level 6 up on Pattern as well. He's got the Spiderlings at his disposal. He can get them. Duel potentially coming on Webby. They are getting kind of low on the Broodmother here, but we'll see.
Void has Chrono. It's
Webby,
a bash.
I think Webby's looking for the duel.
Uh-oh. You buy wards.
He did just hit the jump
He's in trouble.
again, but he needs to pop the Chrono here. Omni Slash onto the Dark Willow. What a save there. Kind of a little bit of luck involved, but you by wards just barely surviving.
Sharing the damage.
Dude, I'm just surprised we haven't seen the mid laners rotate yet. I feel like logical. Void's kind of a free kill for him, but it's a little bit dangerous now that he has that Chronosphere. Same thing with Webby in the duel. I mean, a lot of these heroes getting level 6 now, so it's starting to become a dangerous map for logical. Level 9 up on the Magnus, pops the RP instantly, dodges the Inkswell, but can he actually pick up the kill? He's committed the RP for this. It might just not even net a kill here. Brambles initially, yeah, it did connect there. Might have missed it, but nice play there from Killjoy. It's warmed up after game 1, and we do lose 2 heroes in the top lane as well.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
MD2L rejects finally on the board.
7-1. Wasn't it the same kill score last game at this point too? Just the other way around.
It might have been.
Basically just getting the complete opposite game now. RoleSwap
It's the
very
same,
strong.
but it's
Webby
not.
looking for the duel, trying to get it on Remedy, but he doesn't have the space for it, and now he might have just gone a bit too far. He's able to heal off the Silken Boa there, but look at Pattern go. He's just right-clicking this. He's just dead. I mean, Legion just has to sit there and tank the damage, and now Shane as well dropping to the Mortimer's Kisses. There's no counterplay to speak of. Logical just sitting mid. Both mid laners are kind of just farming up. Nana or Potato getting a huge ancient stack here. But 9-1 and a 2k gold lead for Roll.
They're gonna die. Potato's dead. Oh. Yep.
Oh my god.
Someone tip him.
What? I was like looking on the map.
I was 90% sure.
Did he buy out at least? I think he might have, because he has the
This Echo.
Be unfortunate there if he lost that, but
Was
Tier 1
like,
is
I'm
on top
pretty
lane.
sure.
A lot of TPs in the mid lane. They try and find Logical. My goodness, you buy wards. He's done it again. They get the duel. Beautiful setup there from you by wards, and they get a free kill on Logical plus the duel win.
Talk about edging. But
Incredible. Thank you. Thank you for inserting the Notorius. That's what I pay you for. I don't pay you. Just so there's no confusion here.
Not enough.
Not enough. Just ask Guam for your payment again. Just blame Guam for. I'm still waiting on Guam for my check from casting lads for this long. Either that or we kick Guam as admin. Clearly, MX Wire should be the admin.
We do hold the power.
Webby.
Gone.
I'm kind of surprised Webby's going for a Blade Mail, by the way.
I've been seeing that a lot more instead of Blink first. I've been seeing that like a lot recently.
Arcane is up on Logical, so they might be looking for a fight here. Up onto the high ground, Jinx goes right into a Bramble as well as the Inkswell.
Jinx is dead.
Down goes the Grimstroke, and they might just find Killjoy as a compensation. Dude, is the 1-for-1, 10-3. I mean, from Killjoy's perspective, that's not horrible. You do feed away a kill to the Storm, but I don't know. You're already behind by a decent amount.
Yep.
Good portion of gold there coming from that. If he can get closer to this Yules, that's just another option they have for locking down the Storm. He is working on an Orchid.
Love how Potato's farming their jungle and it's like
we're kind of
opposite sides.
These mid laners have been interesting to watch this series because they're just on completely different like ends of the map compared to everybody. And like every single time I'm looking at them, they're just completely strange position. I think Logical couldn't get the pull off. He was there, and I thought he had vision, but couldn't cancel the TP. Would have been a pretty nice pickoff for him to find a free mid laner. Might not have happened with the RP. He didn't actually have help over there, but still. Beer play, focusing down the bottom tier 1.
Chrono o'clock. They need to be careful.
Thinking about it. Bramble's connecting over on the Remedy. They're trying to bring down Jinx. Will eventually get it. Jinx goes so close. There's the Chrono. You by Wards on top of a few. Actually catches a teammate as well. Killjoy still going to survive. No. Cookie at the same time. Remedy finishes him off. The duel for Webby. As it's 3 kills to 1. RoleSwap kind of taking a backseat in this fight. Dropping quite a few, and now Logical with the haster, and he's just taking a lot of damage here. They have the RP. I think he's trying to bait it out. Logical is just walking on a really,
he's a madman.
thin ice right now.
Oh, he's a madman.
That's about as
He's zipping
risky,
in.
and he's still walking into this. Gets
He's
the
a
RP.
madman.
Logical
He is a madman.
just broke through the ice. Well, that's why you don't do that.
Indeed, that is a whoops. Looks like Jinx might go down here.
Just
Yep.
gone. Will eventually get a return kill, though. This time, Dark Willow getting punished again.
Or Willy.
Oh! No, Tiz eventually dies. Sorry, takes down at the last second, but they do find the Brood.
Here's the throw, boys. Here's the throw.
Interesting.
Interesting. Remedy's skill build different than what I've seen recently. 2 full 1.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He is going for the Ags though. There you go. Gotta love Granny
I mean,
Ags.
that's the fun item. We all love to see it. I think Logical just getting a little bit overconfident with the haster, though. Maybe didn't think that RP was up. Also, Protato's blink came like right at the last second there, I'm pretty sure. Like, he didn't have it at the start of that fight. And really good timing on the courier as we were playing it around top.
Potato getting down on the top.
A couple of heroes in this top lane now as Logical jumping in, just wants to get hit out at the pole as well. Back into his spirit, silences Logical, finishes off. Oh, actually, Pattern giving me a last hit there. Of course, it's the Broodmother.
He just wanted revenge.
This is a very different Broodmother, though, the way Pattern's been playing it. He's not just sitting in the top lane. He's, you know, he rotated bottom for that last fight. A couple of webs down there. Now we're back in the top lane, and maybe the team wants to play around him just slightly as Jinx is rotated up here. I'm gonna miss a kill bottom lane as Remedy drops.
Yep,
Pushing
just
tier 2.
Bedlam, Bramble.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Orchid's still being worked on by Logical as you buy wards. I'm able to get the Invis right out from under the nose of Logical right there.
Chrono o'clock, it's up.
Blink and duel o'clock as well from Webby. Did he had the blade mail queued, but it looks like he did go back for the blink dagger.
The blink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
BKB, he's like skipping the blade mail entirely.
Ooh,
as
he
well.
just got a lot of spiders on that.
And now this spider's stuck. Oh, he got out. Potato looking pretty healthy. He's got 2,700 HP.
Not much good's happening
My
to
god.
Radiant's
He's got
bottom
12
tower.
strength from the talent. He's got the Ogre Axe for 10 strength. He's got the Echo Saber for 15 strength. Bracer,
Radiant's
Shreds. Yeah,
bottom
he's a
tower is
pretty
under attack.
tanky boy.
Been hitting the gym.
He's buffing up. He doesn't have much armor, but don't worry about that. It doesn't matter as
Nope.
much right
Out
now. You buy
from
wards
MD2L.
accidentally popping the smoke by hitting a creep there. So it maybe can't.
You know what that
show
is?
up.
That's the support's fault for smoking
Waiting
before
for
he's
him to
finished
kill
with
the
creeps.
Or kill the creep ramp, yeah. Logical sniffing this out though. Kinda Logical somehow sniffing that out too, because like instantly gets out. They didn't see the smoke coming, but they know that they're not top lane. Brood is just up here hitting the tier 2 completely untouched. You buy wards showing bottom lane with this or with the empower, so they know Magnus is bottom as well.
They smoked under 2 wards, so.
Yeah, but those
All
are
right.
dire wards.
Yeah, you're right.
Are those cracks in Dire's top
I thought maybe that mid tier 1 or mid tier 2 kind of ward saw it, but potentially.
Dire's middle tower isn't going
By
to
wards, it's Chrono o'clock, baby.
It's Chrono and Duel Clock. The lockdown
Radiant's bottom tower
is top lane for sure.
Someone better have Dire's middle tower.
By ward's been very consistent on this void thus far. See if you can find another pick. They see Logical, I believe. No, they actually see the Void instead, but he already has Manta. Able to get rid of that silence as well. Logical jumping on Potato. with his own Orchid. We just silence again. What is with RoleSwap and buying the same items on multiple heroes? 2 Orchids this game?
They do have the high ground, though, Anakin.
Are Pattern and Logical just the same person? Just playing different heroes?
I can confirm they are different people, because I've played with both of them separately.
Okay. I was like, maybe it's just the same person. They're both following the same item build.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Storm did go for the treads too. Just one less.
Potato's on the hunt.
Mother does get a jump there. Top lane as well. Silence being popped. Potato just wants to find the support. Get the free duel. Webby happy with that one. They still have the RP if they want to try and find another hero. Potato almost blinking into the trees, getting caught there, but Pattern hiding up on his webs isn't gonna die to this. I mean, Magnus is sitting on
Balance
top.
are back even now.
Yeah, I mean, even kill score too. You look at the net worth, it's just Magnus essentially tied with the Brood and slightly ahead of the Void is Veer play on his Juggernaut. Still working on the Manta though.
They really want
Void,
this
of
Brood.
course.
They really want this Brood.
I don't think they can find him though. He's just in such an annoying spot to deal with right now.
Go for the blind blink, Webby. Do it.
Have to take this abuse?
Do
4
it.
seconds. 2 seconds until the duel is up. They could just go for this.
He's just touching them with the spiders.
Sound strategy.
Just gotta do blind blink play, Webby. Come on. You buy wards is also just camping up here too. I'm going to miss the storm kill. We get the RP from Potato. He just finds free pick off. All this hunting is going on in the top lane. Logical dropping. They maybe think about killing off Veer play in the bot lane, but Shane never popped his ulti, so it's kind of awkward. He can't just spin it off. So
I was wondering. I was like, hold on. He's waiting a while to cast that. They're still hunting him though. He needs to be careful.
He's got the
Uh-oh.
usuals, but right onto him is the Dark Willow. This is a little bit too far. He doesn't have the damage. Fear play is like, maybe I want to Omni Slash this, but he is just going to back off. Still going to get caught by Potato. He's just killed off the Storm. Can he find the Juggernaut? Maybe it's a bit too far. Connects with the Shockwave, but not enough to kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane as well. Brood just being annoying. This is the Brood that I'm used to. It's Logical jumping in, can't quite find the jump, gets on top of Jinx, but not quite getting the kill, eventually gets an Omni Slash as well, bringing him to half health, but we talked about this earlier, he's such a tanky boy, hitting the gym 3,300 HP. God damn, and like that Omni Slash only does half of his health pool.
Dire's top tower?
Juck needs a couple more items yet.
Ace run too.
Top lane, Killjoy looking for the Brood. They get the fear on top
Oh,
of him.
pop
Pattern's just
BKB.
like, I'm gonna pop BKB. You're popping.
I was the 9
4
seconds.
to 5. Coach is like, alright, we saved our tower. No matter. They're still gonna look for
Look,
Pattern.
Potato's hunting. Potato's hunting. He's got the haste.
Line blink, but obviously you need to.
Oh, they're gonna find him.
They found him.
They found him.
need to get the duel though. They're chasing him up into the trees. They don't have
Blink,
enough
blink,
for
blink,
another
blink.
10 seconds.
There it
Can't
is.
Get
Oh.
the duel off though. They need to stay on top of him. They just used the chrono. Do they have the damage though? Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little close there, but the shockwave coming through eventually finishes off the Brood.
You know what that's called in the books or in the business? Creating space. He's like, all right, boys, Chrono's down.
4 heroes top lane. It does mean that Veer play can bring down the tier 1 bottom. It's not exactly the most valuable tower, but able to run into the triangle after that, maybe farm up an ancient camp. Shane as well finding the Juggernaut, but obviously no kill potential there for the tree, and vice versa for the Juggernaut. Still on these
Tree Man should be. I don't know what he's doing. He's not healing the top tower. You got to be non-stop using living armor.
Scotty almost up on. Wait, who even? I just totally.
Webby's finding Jinx.
Scotty up.
The duel comes out. Oh, the Roche.
Oh,
Roche?
might just steal
Roche?
the kill here. He does.
Roche?
Ace
Oh.
saves the duel win at the very least.
When there was 3, I was like, oh, he's going to stomp.
Two Pattern is going directly on a Killjoy. Azayul's defensively doesn't have the Shadow Realm though, so almost certainly going to lose the Dark Willow here. Needs to stay out of the spin, still alive. Killjoy again surviving on such low HP, will eventually get the kill. Broodmother getting very low, but won't die to this. Turning around his fear play, right back on the Potato, gets the BKB out into RP. They lose the Brood, they might even lose the Jug. Looking for a duel, it's down for another 10 seconds. Blinking in his logical, right on the Potato. To finish off the Magnus, out comes the ulti. Duel up in 3 seconds for Webby, but he doesn't want to risk losing this one. Gets it off onto the Juggernaut, but I don't think this is the one he wanted.
No.
The crits are there the entire time, and 20 duel damage goes to Beer Play.
I think that RoleSwap was okay with taking that because they knew that the Chrono was down still from the last time that it was used on Brood. Ooh.
Yeah. And because
it's a back and forth one.
Because of that too, You by Wards doesn't want to run top lane. He's like, well, I don't have my Chrono. Lose the ward.
Uh-oh. It's clobbering time. We've got the Ags up on Granny there. Oh, gobble gobble.
Who's he
and she's got the
probably Juggernaut.
Probably. Or whoever is Inkswell, or what? Can you shoot that? I don't even actually know. Like while they're getting shot, can you put the E on them? I would assume so. Yes.
Yeah, I would think so. Or you can just do it beforehand and like do the combo super quick.
Is that called the alley oop? That's what I'm calling it.
Kinda. I mean, all the like, basketball references are for Earthshaker. I feel like Snapfire feels more like rugby or football, American football.
Yeah.
Honestly, because they're like tossing somebody. It's kind of like Tiny, I guess. Tiny being Tom Brady.
Yeah. There was a smoke right here. They might have seen that, maybe. I don't know. They backed up like they did. There's a DD.
You by Ward's working on his BKB. Nobody thinking about Roche quite yet. You by Wards might walk into the pit here. They have the Chrono up. And he's just going to blink in. No. Not going to start it, though.
Chrono o'clock.
He's thinking about it.
Lots of pings coming out. Jinx is going to go for that D ward. Needs to be careful. Or is he the bait?
Potato is well top.
Lotus Orb.
God. Oh, Potato just kills off like 30 spiders right there. Dude, that's the best feeling. Free gold right there from the Brood. Pattern has just taken to, I'm just going to micro my spiders around the map now. Just going to sit up here in the trees. They want to kill me so bad. Do eventually find all the spiders, and now Pattern has to go and make a couple more.
He's like, I took my tier 2. Rest of the game's on you guys.
Yeah, you can't swap lanes. This is the Brood pub game mentality, where the Brood just stays in the same lane the entire game. No
it triggers me so much. I had one earlier today that we lost. We were destroying early game, and I was like, stop going top. There's not a tier 2 there. Stop it. You just sat there the whole game. I was like, no.
It's a good time. It's a cozy lane, you know.
I'm over here.
Arcane Rune bottom. Looks like Potato is going to get this.
Logical might just run into You by Wards as well, who has the Chrono. Plus, Mindbreaker really good on the Void this game. Especially for getting on top of the Storm Spirit.
Pattern is retreating to the jungle.
As well.
This Lotus Orb on the Treant Protector could come in handy.
Webby, not exactly the combo he wanted.
And that was the 9-second one too.
I mean, with the BKB changes, I think that's not the biggest of deals anymore. It's like 6 second BKB is still pretty good. You don't care too much
Yeah.
about wasting the charges. It's just, it's on cooldown for 50 seconds more now. So.
Magnus has the AC online. Both teams are being very cautious. Surprised there hasn't been like a smoke Roche play or something like that. There's a lot of sentries though from the Radiant around it. Oh, here's the smoke now. They did not catch Potato in it, but I think that's on purpose. I think they're trying to bait him. He's just gonna sushi chef down the mid tower.
Yep. I like that.
Slice and dice, baby.
Chop down the mid tower.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, although technically a lot of chefs slice and dice, it isn't just sushi.
It's true.
It is more specific, and I appreciate that.
They should know that this is happening now. The question is, are they going to be quick enough to stop it? Oh,
Dude, I don't think I think he was just faking that for fun, but
Yeah.
Play is gonna run in here. Did the old logical run in with your illusion. By Wars trying to finish this off. Logical blinking through. Does see how low Roche is, but Logical might have just gone a bit too far. They don't have a save this time, and Logical is just gone. There is no save at all. Snapfire tossing in somebody there. I think it is Fear Play, but still, they've lost 2 heroes right at the beginning of the fight. Logical having a buyback. RP on to 2 as well. All the teamfight ultis connecting here for MD2L rejected. Can they get the kills, though? Jug falling low, does eventually die. Pattern trying to run away on the cliffside here. And he eventually escapes. A couple of buybacks being popped, but maybe they can sneak the Roche, but who's going to hit this? They don't have the Jug anymore. Logical trying to steal this. All of the ultis down. They don't have any more lockdown for Logical, but Logical gets the dieback. Logical's gone for the second time this fight. 110 seconds
too.
on the respawn.
Ooh.
Rough fight. Pattern did die there. Eventually. Missed that in the commotion. But MD2L rejected. I mean, game 1 for sure looked really strong. It's been really close game 2, but now, I mean, they have the advantage looking to take it 2-0. It's only a 1k gold lead though, so it's still relatively close, but the biggest thing is Logical with the dieback. They get the duel and the win onto Jinx, and now there is no defense to be had. They could just end the game here, I think.
They're gonna try.
Logical down for 50. Buyback on the Brood. Tier 4 is falling fast. They don't have much left to play with here. For RoleSwap, tossing in. What a play from the Snapfire. The damage as well, but Fear can't find any more damage. Out from the spin, they just walk away. Popped BKB from Potato. Has the RP soon. Pops the Aegis. He's coming back into this. Stun through onto both of them. Does the Cookie save Sphere play for now? Look at Pattern just sitting in the middle of the Ancient. Eventually falls. That is the dieback for the Brood. Logical up at 20 seconds, but I don't think the Ancient is lasting another 20 seconds. You by Wards focusing this down, just making space for Legion to hit the Ancient. MD2L rejects, takes the 2-0.
I did not see that coming. I was heavily favoring RoleSwap there. But, I mean, game 2 was definitely a lot closer. Game 1 was kind of a stomp. I mean, it's back and forth, but, yeah, they, I mean, you buy Wars on his Faceless Void, he did work.
Yeah, that's one of the most impressive Void performances, like, in 2 games as well, like, just super consistent. I mean, you were talking about the meat and potatoes drafts here from MD2L Rejects. It gets the job done for this series, at least.
Yeah. Interesting. So they, with that 2-0, let me take a look at the standings. They are in Group B, I believe, right? So that puts them top 3 right now. Kashish is a tie and a win, and Nebula is a win. So they are...
Yeah, that was their first game but for both of these teams, actually. MD2L Rejects also playing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that, but yeah. Strong performance. Yeah, they are top 3 tied technically with Nebula and Sheesh.
That was a pretty sick cookie play there at the or the gobble up. Almost, you know,
It
the
looks
4-man
cool, but
gobble up.
yeah, they just don't have the damage out from Jug. 32 minutes in, he did eventually finish that Scotty, but just too little, too late.
Yeah.
MD2L Rejects takes the 2-0. Notorius, do you have anything else to say before I host Badger, because he is also casting right now?
We have a series coming up Sunday. I don't know who is casting that. It should be a good one though.
Math
I'm
is
trying to
casting
remember
it.
who it is. It's Toxic Tacos.
I think
Yeah,
Math
Mathis,
is
he's
casting.
casting. Yep. So it'll be Notorious versus Artorius, the battle of the 7K and no longer 5K support player. So pretty hype.
Should be fun. Notorious versus Artorius. I remember having to cast you two before, and it's kind of a tongue twister every single time. So that'll be fun. 4 Math to deal with. Luckily, I don't have to. So that's it.
Awesome,
On to
man.
Badger stream. Thanks for joining me, Notorious.
Better, man. Take it easy.
All right.